Nashville, known as America's Music City, has grown to be one of the most visited cities in the nation. Tourists from all over the United States and the world come here for its unparalleled live music scene. While many choose to concentrate on that, visitors quickly learn there are a plethora of additional activities in Nashville when they explore the city. The day starts with a delectable brunch, followed by a plethora of afternoon adventures. Because the town is compact and has free city bikes that can take you farther, getting around is simple. 15. Tennessee State Museum. The Tennessee State Museum should not be missed if you want to delve deeply into the history of the volunteer state. Numerous permanent exhibits that highlight the state's distinct heritage are housed in the museum. There is nothing that isn't covered, from natural history to sporting history to the American Civil War. There are many of exhibits designed especially with your kids in mind if you are traveling with them. They will keep them occupied while you take advantage of everything that is available. The Bicentennial Capitol Mall State Park is adjacent to the museum, which is conveniently positioned. This is an easy pick for your stay in Nashville because it's close to popular attractions like the Musicians Hall of Fame, lots of stores, and eateries. 14. Musicians Hall of Fame and Museum. Musicians looking for something different should make the Musicians Hall of Fame their first priority. While numerous museums paid tribute to music icons, this is the only location that covers everyone who contributed to the creation of some of your all-time favorite recordings, not just the singers. Elvis Presley is well known, but did you also know that his drummer, Hal Blaine, was involved in songs by Frank Sinatra and the Beach Boys? You should include that on your CV. The Musicians Hall of Fame provides an incredible behind-the-scenes glimpse into the process of producing the songs that we have been loving for many years. The exhibitions are not merely educational, some of the instruments used to record well-known songs are also on display. 13. Cheekwood. Are you in need of some rest and fresh air? You only need to look at Cheekwood Estate and Gardens. There is a sizable, elaborate botanical garden on the property. It's simple to get lost in the tranquility with 12 different gardens and a wooded walking track. Check out the seasonal festivities held by the gardens, depending on when you come. There's Cheekwood in bloom during the holidays. Witness the breathtaking display of over 150,000 blooming bulbs and the renowned Cheekwood lights, something you won't want to miss. 12. Nashville Zoo. Go to the Nashville Zoo if you're looking for a fun family adventure and you have some animal enthusiasts in your group. It is home to a diverse range of wildlife, with over 3,000 creatures and 350 different kinds can be seen. Alligators, clouded leopards, red pandas, and other exotic and native species abound, providing entertainment for everybody. Are you looking for something more daring? Try one of the numerous interactive displays in the zoo. Roos and Joeys may be gotten up close and personal at Kangaroo Kickabout, one of the most well-liked activities. Another is Lorikeet Landing, where you can view and feed parrots. 11. John Siegenthaler Pedestrian Bridge. The John Siegenthaler Pedestrian Bridge links East Nashville to Nashville's historic center. Originally named the Shelby Street Pedestrian Bridge, it was built between 1907 and 1909. Currently, it is listed as a historic place on the National Register. Since 1998, cars have not been allowed on the bridge, allowing tourists to safely cycle or stroll across it. There are 4 different overlooks spaced along the path where people can pause, unwind, and take in the cityscape. After your stroll, it's simple to return to the city core because of its central location. 10. RCA Studio B. Visit RCA Studio B if the music and history of the Country Music Hall of Fame aren't enough for you. The Hall of Fame runs the venerable and historic recording studio as a museum in addition to its other functions. In this particular studio, legendary figures in country music such as Willie Nelson, Elvis Presley, and Carrie Underwood have recorded hit songs. The studio is not open for solo tours, however hourly guided tours are available from 10:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Friendly and informed tour guides will explain how Nashville became known for its Nashville sound and became a global hub for recording. 9. Andrew Jackson's Hermitage. Even though everyone is familiar with Andrew Jackson from the $20 bill, a visit to the Hermitage can provide you with a comprehensive understanding of the life of the former U.S. president. A tour of this Greek Revival residence, now designated as a National Historic Landmark, provides a restored look at President Jackson's household. Jackson's ownership of slaves during his presidency was widely acknowledged. Tours will take you inside the cramped living conditions of the former president's more than 150 slaves, which contrast with the opulence of Jackson's vast plantation. A tour that includes a wagon ride through the cotton fields of the home is also available for purchase. This is the location where the enslaved worked long hours and where you may learn more about their experiences at the Hermitage. 8. Belmead Plantation. Belmead Plantation was once home to the largest thoroughbred horse farm in the United States. Take a tour of the plantation that once housed Nashville's most affluent family to see a glimpse of life during the Civil War. Explore the enormous mansion, take in the original architecture, and discover the extent to which one family used its enslaved population to amass fortune. You get an eye-opening look at traditional Southern living while learning about a slave's path to freedom. To give you the complete effect, your knowledgeable advisors dress the part as well, donning historical attire. 7. Nashville Parthenon. Don't worry if, following a wild night in Nashville, you wake up feeling as though you've fallen into a hangover-style dream. Rather, you've arrived to Nashville's stunning Centennial Park. Remind yourself that you are in Tennessee, not Athens, as you take a step back and admire this amazing full-size reproduction of the Parthenon. Wander around Centennial's various walking trails to see the Parthenon from all angles, which is as surprising as it is stunning. An art museum housed within the building features works by American artists from the 19th and 20th centuries. The 42-foot-tall statue of Athena in gold leaf at the heart of the Parthenon is definitely not to be missed. 6. Johnny Cash Museum. The Johnny Cash Museum is home to the greatest collection of artifacts and memorabilia in the world. To enjoy this display, visitors do not have to be avid Cash listeners. It's difficult not to be moved by the tour through Cash's life, which details everything from the musician's modest beginnings to love affairs and some of his most groundbreaking performances. You may find a lot of information on the legendary country music performer here, including his marriage certificate to June Carter Cash, handwritten lyrics, instruments, and old outfits from his time. You won't miss anything if you need to take a break for coffee or lunch. Beside the museum is a cafe with a live band that covers songs by Johnny Cash. 5. Gaylord Opryland Resort Gardens. An array of activities, pools, a spa, and luxurious rooms make the Gaylord Opryland Resort much beyond your typical hotel. However, even if you're not a guest at the hotel, you still have to see the 4 different garden areas. Together, they offer a variety of lavish waterfalls, ornate fountains, and indoor boat excursions to guests. Half of the spectacular indoor gardens are located in the Delta, the garden's major portion. Here, you can take a riverboat cruise and see a variety of performances with a water theme. After that, visit the Garden Conservatory, which has 2 patio-style restaurants along with tropical gardens and waterfalls. 4. Grand Ole Opry. It's difficult to believe that the esteemed Grand Ole Opry started off as a modest radio program in 1925. A program that is still going strong today, making it the longest-running radio program in the U.S. Nashville became as famous as the Opry. The city's ascent to become known as the country music capital of the world was largely fueled by this legendary location. A trip to the city wouldn't be complete without taking in a live performance. It's not as easy for performers to call their agency, though. Those who have previously performed at the Opry must invite them, making it a great accomplishment to play here. 3. Ryman Auditorium. In the center of Nashville's downtown stands the Ryman Auditorium, once home to the Grand Ole Opry. Even though the Opry is no longer held there, Ryman is still a favorite venue for many fantastic performers, including as Blake Shelton, Luke Combs, and Trace Adkins. Ryman Auditorium tours take place every day. You can spend a large part of the day being busy with self-guided alternatives, films, and displays that show off the building of the auditorium. Having saying that, residents will tell you that seeing a show at Ryman is the greatest way to fully enjoy the venue. Check the website of the concert hall often to see whether your favorite musician will be performing when you come. 2. Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. The Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum is deserving of all the praise it receives because it is home to one of the greatest music collections in the world. It's a defining feature and a wonderful excuse to travel to Nashville in the first place. Visitors can learn more about the first and best acts in country music by exploring the thoughtfully chosen and well-organized museum. Big names like Dolly Parton, Alan Jackson, and Reba McEntire are included in this. Amazing relics can be found in the Hall of Fame, such as Jimmy Rogers' guitar and Elvis Presley's solid gold Cadillac limousine. Visitors can learn about the amazing history of country music while having fun posing with musical instruments thanks to the numerous interactive displays. 1. Broadway. A visit to Broadway, the real heart of Nashville, is a must on any travel itinerary. Along the honky-tonk highway, there's a place for everyone. It's a vibrant, eclectic, and generally enjoyable area. Loved by many for its profusion of live music venues and events, the music begins early and lasts all night. Broadway is a fantastic spot to visit any time of day because there are many places to eat, drink, shop, and even sing karaoke. Put on your dancing shoes and be ready for an amazing experience because it is home to places like The Stage, Honky Tonk Central, and Tootsie's world-famous Orchid Lounge.